Last guide in the SN-EX series, and this is SN-EX-8. I'll start off by showing you guys how to clear it in normal mode, getting both your chest and the tree medal, and then afterwards I'll show you guys the challenge mode. So the chest reward condition states that you have to clear this stage while making sure the end speaker, the boss, gains at least 5 types of directed evolution effects. The directed evolution effects refers to the orbs that some of these enemies have. So you have to make sure that the boss is able to eat 5 of these orbs. So this also pretty much means that you can only ignore one of the buffs, which I'll show you guys how to do that later on. It's a bit tricky to do the chest reward, and I think a lot of people need help with this. Then at the same time, there's also the trim medal, also a difficult condition. If let's say you want to get the rainbow version, it states that you have to clear it while equipping at most 2 little handy components. So I'll show you guys how to do that. The enemies in this stage have a variety of weaknesses. Some of them are weak to physical damage, while others are weak to arts damage. So it's quite dependent over here as to what type of enemies you use. That's why you're going to see things like snipers and casters in the same stage later on. Then there is one particular operator where he pretty much reigns supreme over all the Stultifera Navis enemies. And that's definitely going to be in Gnosis. Reason being, there are certain little handy components that makes him way too strong in this event. It kind of feels like as if we're playing IS all of a sudden. So, the 2 little handy components that we're taking is going to be Hand of Sin can clean the Nether Sea brand along its travel path. The reason that we should take this is that if we let the Nether Sea brand spread everywhere, the moment the spewers spawn in the stage, it's going to be very overwhelming to handle. And that's why I don't advise taking the other components. This one is like mission critical if you're doing 2 components only. Then we'll increase the duration of the stun, cold and frozen. So this is going to be super helpful for Gnosis, and you'll see why later in a bit. So Gnosis skill tree M3, if you've been following my guides, you would see that you need a Gnosis quite a bit in the guide series. I've used him up to 4 stages now. So bring him along. If you don't have that, please take from a friend. Don't have a friend with that, come to my Discord server and you can add someone over there. Then, take 3 defenders. I don't really care what type of defenders they are. If they are healing defenders, it's a little bit better in this stage so that you can at least lower the healing pressure later on. If not, you can bring some defense increasing ones. Really up to you. And as long as they have 3 block, then you'll be fine. Then bring along a single target medic along with a multi-target medic. Then also take a Dreadnought Guard. Now the Dreadnought Guard can be a fast redeploy or any super strong guard or vanguard that you have. So if you want to replace it with like Bagpipe, you want to bring along maybe a Project Raid, a Phantom, or a Surtur, that's really up to you. As long as they have a bigger superpower than Malanta does. Wandering Medic can also be used to replace your single target medic. If a Wandering Medic, you can at least heal the elemental damage that you experience in this stage. Alright? Then take a Centurion, an AoE guard. Doesn't need to be a Centurion, it can also be a Lord. So if you want someone like Thorn, Silver Ash, maybe even a Mountain, or another Dreadnought Guard, La Pluma a bit risky because she can't heal without attacking someone. Even a Swordsman, Swordsmaster, sorry, is also pretty darn decent in this stage. So again, anyone more powerful than Popaka, you can use them to replace her. And then take 2 snipers, marksman snipers. I don't suggest replacing with other people because marksman snipers have very high ASPD, so they are gonna be pretty good against some of the dodge enemies later on. Stronger the sniper, the better, of course. Then take a caster, either a core caster or a mech accord caster. That's gonna be your choice. If you're someone like Air Feeler, Click, maybe even Passenger might be fine. Kyobi is okay as well. AoE casters, not that much useful in this stage. So yeah, those type of casters, you can use them. Amiya can be someone to replace Steward. And then bring along a Standard Bearer. Standard Bearer doesn't need to be very high level as long as they have skill rank 7. So Elysium or Silac can definitely replace Myrtle. So again, I'm going to show you guys in normal mode first and then we'll move on to challenge mode. I'll clear both the trim medal and the chest condition in one go. SN-EX-8 Fragments of Silence. Alright, start off the stage by placing a Gnosis right over here. And place Myrtle down. I don't really care the direction that you face her. When the enemies get diagonally across Myrtle like this, then just turn on Gnosis skill so that he can remove all these boys over here. Then after, put a multi-target medic up there, along with a defender. Place a sniper here. So just set up your operators for whatever's to come later on. And a caster. Use Myrtle skill again. Place a single target medic or one ring medic, whichever that you've brought. Put a Centurion down. Then whichever defender that you choose, this would be nice if it's a healing defender. If it's not, it's okay. Turn on Myrtle skill again. Okay, once you have enough DP, you can retreat Myrtle and then switch it for a defender over here. When the top left is done killing, you can remove the operators there. Okay, this part, when there are two of these Nether Seabrand spawning boys snapping onto Popuka, turn on Gnosis skill, turn on whichever guard skill this is as well, and then once they're both dead, you can clean the floor. You can place a Malanta here, and clean the floor again. And then there's this guy who is going to drop the resistance increasing buff. So we need to take this because that's how we're gonna get the chest reward. Alright, then you can clean the floor once he's dead. Then you can put a steward right over here as well. He looking good so far. Alright, now for this portion, once the top right is done killing, then you can remove your operators there, keep your medic in the same tile, then put a sniper here. Once the boss is up, go ahead and turn on Gnosis skill. Okay, then the boss is going to continuously hit on Beagle over there. So because he has increased resistance, and we're only doing that again so as to fulfill the chest condition, we're gonna have to throw whatever operators we have at him. If you have higher rarity people, this will be easier. But with low rarity, it's gonna take a while, so put your caster, your sniper, and then your dreadnought guard or fast redeploy, whoever this is. Just place them here so that you splash all the damage you can onto the boss. Okay, when the boss falls to about a quarter HP, like 10%-ish, 1/5, then you can remove all the stray operators that you've brought here. So for example, like right about now, you can remove, say, the crews. I want the HP to drop a bit more. Okay, I think it's enough. Then I can remove my Malanta, I can remove my Steward. Then you wait for the redeployment counter so that you can deploy people again. Now, people are not very certain how the boss actually eats the buff. Again, if you watch my SN-8 guide, you'll understand that he eats the two closest buff towards where he last died. So this is why he picked up the dodge buff and the resistance increasing buff. That's with the way that I killed the enemies, that is. Okay, then place a caster here along with a dreadnought guard or whichever guard that you've brought. Put a sniper here as well. Actually, remove Popuka. I should have done that earlier. And put another sniper here. Okay, whenever Malanta skill is ready, then go ahead and turn it on. Now, once this guy with the buff gets into Gnosis range, it's a good timing to just turn on Gnosis skill. Okay, Malanta is done, you can remove her. And what you want to do is just block this guy. Hold on to him for a bit. Let the snipers deal with him. Okay, Steward is done, you can remove him. Okay, it's okay if Cruz dies, nothing wrong with that. Then you should be good to go. Gnosis will be able to kill. Now you remove everyone on the top right, leave it just as you see over here. Alright. Actually, hold on to these guys like this and place a Malanta here as well. So place your Centurion, whichever that you brought, and the other guard over here like this. Then when there are too many enemies that's basically snapping onto the Centurion, as you see over here, way too much block count already, then you can just turn on Gnosis skill, and he'll freeze everybody as much as he can. You might have some stray dodge boys that hangs around, but it's okay. Just let your operators slowly deal with the problem. I'm not gonna turn on Beagle's defense over there. You can feel free to like put another defender over here so that you double up. Okay, place a sniper here along with a caster yet again, because the dodgy boy is gonna appear on the top left. Just let Gnosis do his thing. Don't turn on his skill. You need to save his skill for something later on. Okay, looks great. Now this part. Hey, freeze this guy once he gets into Gnosis range. And I need you to stall someone for a little bit. So hold this guy down with someone who doesn't have too high of an attack, preferably. But if they do have a too high attack, then yeah. Just don't kill this guy. Like, you will want to eat his buff later on. So just drop him to very low health. Okay. Actually, I can remove Malanta and I can remove the Cardigan already. I can place a sniper here to help out. Okay, you want to only swallow this buff when it's like pretty damn close. So somewhere around here. So this will make the boss eat the attack increasing buff and the attack multiple targets buff. Alright. Just gonna turn on Enso's skill to help over there. So let the buffs be eaten first. Don't do anything. Okay, now feed a multi-target medic. Give some block over here. Then once the boss is up, right, just turn on Gnosis skill, do a mega freeze onto all the enemies here. Okay, I'm gonna remove this sniper because I'm not doing anything anymore. Now my multi-target medic is facing to the left, so this is a good place to just put Malanta down and help out over there. I'm just gonna place more bodies. So the reason why I'm placing more bodies is because the boss over here is able to attack multiple targets, and I don't want him to go destroying my entire squad now. So just place people so that he can be distracted and attack others. Then I'm gonna turn on the Gnosis skill. So yeah, the only buff that we didn't allow the boss to eat is the one that gives him status immunity. The reason why I don't want that, he's not really immune per se, but he's just highly resistant. Because that will actually lower the amount of time that he remains frozen. So that's why I don't want to feed that to the boss. You can try to speed up the process by adding more operators to attack. If anything goes down, it's fine. Just like spam your skills and all that kind of thing. It should be pretty easy to follow. If you guys need help with anything over here, let me know. But we are moving on to the challenge mode version already. So we're gonna have the exact same squad in the stage, with the exception that there's gonna be different positioning of the operators. Then the challenge condition for CM states that the boss will have increased HP, attack, and defense. Now, because there's no limit on the amount of little handies that you can use, you might as well just bring everything so that you can make the stage as easy as possible. So we're gonna use melee operators get healing effectiveness, half the rate of Nether Sea Brand spread, and caster, sniper, medic, supporters gaining ASPD, which is gonna make a lot of people in this squad insane, especially Gnosis himself. Your snipers and casters are also gonna love that little buff, and same with your medics. Alright, let me show you guys how to do it in CM. SN-EX-8 once more. Okay, so this is where the different positioning starts. We're gonna place Gnosis, instead of facing him down, we're facing him to the left. So the reason for this is that if I face him to the bottom, he's actually gonna be too strong to kill the first phase of the boss, which is not what I want. I'm gonna turn on Gnosis skill. Then again, set up your operators similarly to the normal mode. So multi-target medic comes here, along with a defender. Let's put a sniper here as well. Looks like I apparently turned on Gnosis skill a bit too early, so delay it a bit, if not that's gonna be very risky. Put a caster here also. along with a single target medic. Whenever you have enough DP, you can put your Centurion in. Okay, then afterwards have a defender. A healing one would be nice, but if not, any defender will do. Then one more operator, like that. Okay, when the top left is done killing, then you can remove the operators over there. Almost there, there you go. And remove. Again, when two people snaps on, then turn on Gnosis skill. Turn on Popka's skill, or whichever guard that you place here. And then when both of them are killed, then you can clean the floor. I'm gonna place a Malanta here. Clean the floor again. There you go. Wait out for this guy to come down and be prepared to do some cleaning in a bit. We'll put a caster here to deal with this big boy on the right. So as much as you don't need to eat 5 types of buff in the CM, the reason why I still eat the resistance increasing one instead of the one on the right is because I don't want to give the boss an increase in block count. So yeah, it would be nice if we don't increase the resistance, but it's fine. And there you go. So remove and remove. Okay, when the boss wakes up, you can turn on his skill, do some Mega Freeze. I'll place a Cruise here to attack. And because of the ASPD that you're giving to supporters, the boss can't attack at all. He's basically stuck at the moment. Which is making this stage pretty easy to do. I'm gonna put a caster here as well. Let me turn on Gnosis skill to Mega Freeze this boss. So again, try to drop it somewhere between 10 to 20% of HP before you retreat anyone. Alright, it's a bit of a waiting game. We chill till things go down really badly later. Okay, his HP is falling kinda low already. I'm gonna leave it a bit more. Alright, let's retreat. I'm gonna turn on... should I turn on Gnosis skill? Or do I wanna chill? I'll chill. Wait for the redeployment counter for everybody to spawn. I'm probably not gonna speed up this part of the video, so we can enjoy the stalling together. Alright, these friends of yours are coming back. We're gonna put a caster here along with a Dreadnought guard, or whichever guard that you've brought, or fast redeploy, or Vanguard. I leave that up to you. Put a sniper here also. There's a bit of a difference between how you approached this particular stage in the normal mode and here. I'm gonna turn on Malanta's skill to help. Okay, when this guy gets close into Gnosis skill range, turn on Gnosis skill, I'm gonna remove Papuka, and there's a reason for this. I don't have enough block count at the moment, because Malanta isn't done killing this guy. So I'm gonna put a Cardigan here to hold on to this mushroom enemy. And then I'm also gonna put a Enekill. Now feel free to turn on your multi-target medic skill if you feel that it's necessary to help with the healing. Oh, there's a guy that leaked past. I'm gonna hold on to him with a Myrtle. Try to bring extra body so that you have an easier time. He's gonna just turn on Enekill skill to help me out. I think Cruise is gonna go down anytime soon, because my multi-target medic cannot fight it. It'd be nice if your multi-target medic is Nightingale or Telopsis. I think those are more useful over here. If you feel that this is a bit too much things to do and you think your snipers are taking too long, you can just send this guy into Gnosis side and get Gnosis to do the kill. Right, just like that. Okay, we're gonna set up just as similarly to how we did in the normal mode. So I'm just gonna put a Popka there, along with Malanta as well. Now don't do a Mega Freeze yet. When should you do the Mega Freeze? So wait for all these dodge enemies to kind of get into Gnosis range. Popka's blocking 2, and then after you'll see a few more coming in. So gauge the numbers a little bit here. Then you can retreat Popka so that you get all the enemies to be within freezing radius. Just like that. If there are way too many enemies here, just hold on, switch it to a defender to help out. I'm gonna turn on Beagle's defense. Okay, then just like that. Now you can retreat your 2 operators that are over here. Earlier than how I did it in normal mode. Okay, let's set up the top part. I'm gonna put a cruise. Now I'm just gonna feed a caster as well over there. Okay, and then another difference that I'm gonna have. This time, I want to kill the guy that spawns from this box fast. So how I'll settle it is that I'm gonna put a Malanta here to get rid of him immediately. The reason that I'm doing this is I don't want to feed the boss extra attack. If you can't kill it in time, then just switch to someone else, like that. So I'm feeding the boss the attack up buff and the dodge buff. Don't worry about this guy like going past because Gnosis is gonna perma-freeze him. You can remove your operators on the top left. Okay, I can put Gnosis NIQ to help in a bit. Just let me make sure that they're out of range, and then yeah, there you go. NIQ is in. So Gnosis Freeze is really helping so much over here. Ooh. That was a very high damage. I can remove NIQ now. And I'm gonna... Okay, don't set up operators first. Chill, because you need this thing to be eaten. Okay, then now I can place a Perfumer to help out. Let me think. How do I want to put my operators? I'm gonna put a Popka there. Then maybe I'll put a Malanta here as well. And then once the boss has woken up, then you can kinda give him a perma-freeze effect. So turn on Gnosis skill when all the dodge boys are in range as well, so that Gnosis can burst all of them away as far as he can. We're just gonna assist here by maybe putting a sniper to deal more ASPD against that. And then just like that. You can put more operators to distract the boss, but he doesn't have the multi-attacking buff now because I didn't feed him that. Unlike the normal mode where I had to eat 5 types of buff, this time I'm not gonna give him everything, I'm just gonna choose the easier buff, which is his dodge. Just turn on Gnosis skill. And you should be good to go. Just like that, this is how you can clear off challenge mode in SN-EX-8. One of the longest guides that I've had for Stultifera Navis thus far. Alright, hope I helped you guys out, and if not, I shall see you guys in the SNS stages that will come in the final week of the event. Bye bye!